Hello everybody, my name is Javi, I can draw. Welcome to the last video for shoulders. Now, if you look at the screen, which you are looking, because I'm shooting from the webcam, doesn't matter. What I'm going to try to decipher today is what muscle does what regarding the movement of the shoulder and also most of the arm, because well, what the shoulder helps to do is move the arm, so that's what I'm going to figure out. Stay tuned. Now, what I've been thinking is that if I have to split all the movements that the shoulder does, I consider that there are three movements. The first one is up and down, this way. The second movement is going to be to the sides, like this. And the third one is going to be like rotation in its own axis, like this and this. Right? This is something like when you're moving like this, this is something that you can do because of that particular movement. Like also, it's tilting your shoulder forward and backward, and also, tilting all of the arm. I don't know if you can see this through the webcam, like that's the one. So what I did, first of all, I really roughly did some drawings of what the muscles are, where the muscles are. So now what I'm going to do is, well, let's make this a little bit lighter so it's easier to understand. Now let's go through the muscles. Now we're talking about, this one is going up. Now when you're lifting your arm that way, the first thing, if you're putting your hands on the shoulder, you'll see that the first thing that gets really hard is this, the frontal part of the deltoid. So that means that, if muscles get like swollen when they're being used, this is the one that gets swollen first. Second, well, this one, the upper part of the deltoid, is the one that helps, to keep stabilize the arm, and then it is the trapezius that helps it keep it up. If you touch your shoulder, you will see that that is true. You will see that the part of the back of the deltoid is actually doing nothing, but the other two of the middle and the front are doing all the lifting, plus the trapezius. Now, as they lift, like the first one to do all the work is this one, the frontal part of the deltoid, and the other ones start helping as soon as the arm gets a bit higher. Now, if we go to the other way, to the back on the same axis, you will see that, well, here is where this part of the deltoid starts being used, but the one that is being used the most is actually this lovely muscle here. That is one of the three muscles that are attached to the scapula, to the shoulder blade. That is the one that is pulling, because the two muscles that are on the top of the scapula are actually attached to this part of the arm, and we're going to see that in a minute. Now the lower one, the one that is doing all the pulling in this particular movement, is actually attached to the front of the bone of the arm. So it's like grabbing it and pulling it backwards. It's like pulling it this way, and this one is pulling this way. In this particular case, this one, just to clarify, is doing this. Now let's move on. Now on this axis, like going this way, the one that is doing all, you have to consider that since in this particular motion the arm is lifted, these ones will be making like a lot of strength to keep the arm up, but in the particular motion of doing this, it doesn't matter on the position that the arm is, the muscle that brings everything close together is actually your pectoral muscle. If you consider that is going to be, this muscle is attached to your arm and to your clavicle and to your sternum, that is like this bone that goes right through your chest. This one is actually doing all the pulling. And honestly, that's actually pretty much all it does. Even though it's huge, it's the really big muscle, well, all it does is just help you close your arms, which was really useful when you used to walk in 4 legs. If you look at the pectorals of a gorilla, they're like 1,000 times bigger because there's like all of this motion involved. And well, also this part of the deltoid does its part on bringing it together, right? Now if you go to the other side, like this way, the one that is going to be doing all the pulling is going to be this one, the deltoid, that is going to be helping pull. But this moment is actually where these two muscles start doing things. The teres major and the teres minor, these two, these are the ones that are pulling to the back. It's just this group that is doing most of the pulling. Also because the scapula is going a bit to the center, to near your spine, your trapeze is going to be doing some pulling around here. Now, if we go up just a bit, I didn't show you this. I drew this part of the trapeze like a little bit bulky, but it's not actually bulky because it's doing any strength. It is actually bulky because since you're sending your scapula up, you're moving all the muscle up and it's concentrating here. So it gets a bit bulky, but it's not doing any particular strength. So I'm going to just delete that. Now, if we move to the final motion, it is just doing this, bringing it together. Well, in this particular case, actually, it's the same. It's pretty much the same as this one, because it is also the pectoral muscle that is going to be doing all the pulling, with a little bit help of this one. And in this particular case, here on the back, you're going to be having this teres muscles doing all the pulling as well. This is actually what they do. The reason why you keep your shoulders where they usually are when you're standing straight is because those muscles are the ones that are pulling. So when you're bringing it really back, you're just using this part of, well, actually not the trapeze, but there's a muscle underneath the trapeze that is doing all the pulling. I don't remember the name of the muscle. But here, as you can see, I drew this one pretty relaxed. This one is also pretty relaxed as well. And let me see. Is there anything else I am missing? Well, yes, I am. Okay, I'm back. I forgot about one. This one, what I'm talking about is lifting your arm up and down, up and down. Yes. Now, in this one, so when you're lifting your arm up, the muscle that is doing all the work here is going to be clearly the trapeze that gets all bulky because it is pulling, and also the upper part of the deltoid because it is also lifting really up. But it's super important, right? I mean, how could I forget that? And then for bringing down, finally, we're going to use the dorsal muscle, the one that is down here, this big chunk of muscle that we have that is going to be doing all the strength to pull down. You know, these two muscles that you use when you're doing pull-ups, these are the ones. How could I forget about these ones? I'm really sorry, really sorry. So here we have it. We are using all the muscles of the shoulder structure to do different things. And, well, that's pretty much it. And that's it also for this week's video. I hope you enjoy it, even though I make this tiny mistake. I'm sorry for that. Next week we're going to do another lesson. I really hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Javi. I can draw And I think that now I can also draw shoulders. So yay me, hopefully yay you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!